What up, what up? Welcome in everybody to another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we always start this show by being transparent, and yesterday was a perfect day. We had one push. The push was on. I took Bengals first quarter money line, but I cashed on Bengals first half, cashed on Bengals full game, cashed on CD Lamb over zero point 0.5 rushing yards. So clean sweep in NFL. Then we went to college basketball. I had Baylor minus 22 and a half. That was a winner. And last but not least, in the association, I took the Knicks Raptors under 233. And I think it landed somewhere like what was it, 108 to it was somewhere in the 220s, I think, or somewhere around 220. So clean sweep and gotta try to keep it going, man. Getting hot. I've now won what is it, 15 or I've won 30 of my last 45 in the NBA. I've won 7 in a row in college and try to keep it going here today. Jacob asking if we're going to go over college since there's only 2 NBA games today. I'm not the person who's going to, for one, there's too many college games every day. Two, I'm not, it's too many teams for me personally to know about, to talk about all these games and break them all down. I'm not that person. I may talk about a game or two, but you obviously should have woke up and immediately made a bet today. We shouldn't even have to talk about it, but we'll see, Jacob. Nathan says, blame it on the cheese for being late. Yeah, Justin, some people be acting like they don't know. I know the usual suspects. Y'all know. Y'all know, man. Nathan says, he's not late. We're just here early. James hit that under. Glad to see that. Yeah, if you don't know, I mean, what are we doing here, man? You know already what to do, especially at the house. If you know, G Swag. Kevin, shout out to you for becoming a YouTube member. I'm gonna put an updated link to the Discord. I have been sharing a lot of those college winners over there on Discord, and it's a lot of great work being done by a lot of cappers in the Discord. So I'll share that after the show. My guy Carry On in here says hit that like button. Also appreciate you. Definitely helps out the show. And damn, we only got 2 games to choose from with these player props. Carry On. By the way, follow me on Splash, bro. Follow me on Splash. C-Mac in the building. It's been a minute, and Miss Tasha in here. So let's get to it. 2 NBA games to talk about. I should have honestly pulled this up already, but I'll click that there, and we'll get started. So first up, Magic and Bucks. Opened up Bucks -9. They're down to a 7-point favorite, and the total went from 213 all the way up to 215. Injuries. You have Franz Wagner out, Gary Harris out, Bankero out, and Isaac is game time decision for this Magic team. They just keep getting more and more hurt. For the Bucks, you have Giannis. Let me see if he's probable. Then you have Marjan probable, Middleton probable. Chris Livingston looks like he's gonna miss this game. Out of the two, I had a really tougher time. I had a much tougher time thinking about this one. For one, you're missing a lot. You're missing a lot from this Magic team now. They're already without Bankero. Then they got used to playing without him. Now you're without Franz too. That's just I'm curious to see how that Magic offense is going to look. But they're playing a team. I mean, the Bucks are not the best defensive team. That's always my knock on them. I can trust them to go out and score, but can I trust them to go and get stops? Magic, they're going to need a lot of stops, I think, if they're going to cover this game. So it could be one that's correlated. At the end of the day, I don't trust the Bucks to play defense. So if that's the case, I can understand why the total's going up. If the Bucks are expected to win by this margin, it's not going to be because they're getting stops. So that's my thought process for this one as far as the total is concerned. I'll lean with the market towards the over. From a side perspective, I mean, it's clear as day. Even shorthanded, whatever, Magic has still been the better rebounding team lately, last 5 games. They've been the much better defensive team. They can just put the ball in the basket a little bit. They should be able to keep it respectable. I always say I can't lay points with teams that we can't trust to play defense, and that's who the Milwaukee Bucks are. So Magic or over, I know those aren't usually a correlation, but um, that's that's how I'd be playing this game. Player prop wise, I don't really have anything that stands out. I do have one in the next one. I guess, I mean, somebody's got to step up for Orlando. I just don't know who I want to bet on. This is where I need my guy, Wham Bam, and we will have him on the OG show a little bit later. So, yeah, I'll move it over. I'll move it over. Or no, I'm sorry. Let me check out the chat before I move it over. The chat gonna help me know too. I know Carry On got some props too. What up, Charles White? My guy Josh in the building. Reminding everybody to hit the like button. Appreciate you. Um, my splash username is Ski Profit, just like everything else. SKEEPROFIT. Avery looks like he likes something in this game. Says best bet of the week, Milwaukee to win the cup. You bet this way, you just need them to win the game, not win by any margin. Avery thinks that they can do it. Emotional critic says we need playoff total Ski. It was a good run. Playoffs do treat me well. Do like totals too. Okay, so Avery, he must really like this. He did say best bet of the week. He says look at the bracket. They play in an injury. I think it's an injury riddled Magic team. Bucks peaking at the right time. Started the season 3-8. Everyone was writing them off, and guess what? They didn't write back. Bucks young core role players: AJ Green, AJ, Gary Trent. 500,000 can mean something, especially for a smaller market. He says, weren't the Bucks in the quarterfinals in Vegas last year? Hallie hitting the Dame time, Selly. I think Bucks have some unfinished business, plus the experience from being in the Cup last year. Will have the rest advantage on the opponent if they advance to Saturday, with revenge on their mind, ATL or New York. A lot of good points. Avery's going ham in the chat. I'm rolling with Avery right now. Says nobody out west right now can match it with the Bucks size besides Dallas, in my opinion. No one will have an answer for that's Giannis, who's playing at an MVP level. So Avery really likes the Bucks to win, and he got plus 400. Appreciate you sharing that, Avery, and you make some good points. You do make some good points. I think this is a good bet. Mo Wagner over 8.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He feel like he's been getting around 10 points plus like clockwork, and he can get a couple extra rebounds and assists, etc. I think that's a solid play. Fernando likes the under in this game. Carry on also going with Bobby Portis. I think he should have success here over 10.5 points. And he liked it a lot. So that one's a lock. I do think that one's a good bet. Nathan likes the team total for Milwaukee. Too fast for Hemi Boy says, I'm here for college picks. Um, well, there's one that I can't share, but there's one. If you don't know what it is, I will share it with you after I kept these NBA games. And it won't take long. We only have 2 games today. Carry on, sharing a couple more player props. Was good, S. Dot. He says 114 viewers, only 21 likes. Come on, fellas. Man, it's tough out here, S. Dot. It's hard out here. Lingo Wick reminding us that watch out for that boy Scott Foster tonight in Milwaukee. That is always something that's good to know. Carry on likes Middleton PRA. Glad to hear that, Chris. Rogelio thinks Hawks are winning the cup. Hawks have been playing good basketball too. Adonis says Bucks beat bad teams and don't cover at that. Blackout player likes them first half though. A lot of different opinions here. Tone, I did look at this game honestly. I was thinking about betting them, but there was something when I was capping it that I didn't like. Something that I didn't like, but I did think about it. Or the under. I thought about the under too. Yeah, Brian knows what's up. All right, I think we're moving over to the next one. Appreciate you, Cal. Move over to the next game, and I do have a play in this game. Mavs and Thunder opened up. Thunder -5 went down. I see 4.5s pretty much everywhere. Total though going up 227.5 to 231. For Dallas, looks like PJ Washington is a game time decision. Najee Marshall also game time. They're going to be without Exum, Hardy, and Maxi Kleba. For OKC, still without the big man Jalen Williams. Still without Chet Holmgren. Flagler looks like he's out. Jang out, and Dukas is game time decision. So OKC, who's been playing? I mean, he's probable. OKC for the most part, everybody who's been playing lately, they're going to be out there tonight. A couple question marks though for this Dallas team. And the last time they played, let me actually pull it up here, but I'm pretty sure the last time they played, you had a shorthanded Mavericks, or shorthanded Thunder team. Think they were without Hardenstein. Could have been also without another player. But yeah, they played November 17th. Dallas won that game by 2 points. Um, Hardenstein has been playing well. I think he's been a big part of them having success, and they're healthy. They're at home. They lost to this team in the playoffs. They lost to them that first game of the season. A cup game too. I think this spot is just one where I can only look at OKC. When we look at what they've been doing lately, both teams have been really good offensively, second and third, with Dallas, being second. And OKC, both teams top 10 defensive rated team, but OKC number three as far as the rebounds. It's a little bit even, honestly, even for the rebounds. But I just think at home, like I said, healthy, with a chip on their shoulder. I think OKC would be the only way that I would go. What I did bet, I took Hardenstein over 15 and a half rebounds plus assists. Think he averages a little bit over 17 so far this season. And he's hit this 5 of his last 6 games, 6 of his last 8. And the two that he didn't hit, one he got in foul trouble. The other one was a blowout. It won by like 30 something. So he didn't get the minutes. He's been knocking this out. Like I said, big part of the offense. He started out the gate coming out, dropping some assists, and it's only gotten more and more and better since then. So that's why I'm adding the assists to the rebounds. I think Hardenstein is the guy to play on in this game. Um, so yeah, OKC or Isaiah are my recommendations. Let's see what you guys think real quick. Let's see. Carry on likes Gafford over 17 and a half PRA. And he took Hardenstein over 3.5 assists. Says you can get 4.5 for plus money too. Yeah. Assists gotta add them assists in there. I agree. And I think they'll need him a lot tonight going against Lively and Gafford. So I like him. I like his rebounds. I like his assists. That's why I roll with the combo. Rogelio says Thunder Buddies. Also a revenge game. Appreciate you sharing, Carry On. A lot of stuff you share every day. Definitely appreciate it. Too fast for you. He says if PJ's out, it's OKC for him. Yeah, they did. They do need PJ. I mean, we saw a couple games without PJ and didn't like what I saw. Dropping Dime says hurt the Mavs have sickness going around the locker room. Justin likes points plus rebounds. I'm not mad at it, but you should take a look at them assists there, Justin. He's been knocking them assists out. Leroy says the first game they played, Luka was out for the Mavs as well. Okay, so fair. Could get a boost for Dallas too. James says Dallas has no answer for the center position. Dallas has big man. Yeah, Dallas has big man. Nathan agrees that it's a thunder spot. All right. I think that could be it for that. We will talk about NBA more later and more in depth and with Wham Bam Babano and Dutch at about 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. College basketball, I mean, you guys should already know. Let me try to just look at the odds screen. You guys should already know. Houston first half. Let me see what the number if it's moved. Houston first half, especially at the house. The full game went from 25 to 27. The first half moved too. It opened 14 and a half at even money, which is what I got. And the best number I see right now is 16. There are a few 16 and a halves out there. So absolutely, if you want to join late, make sure you get the best of the number. Um, I'll tell you guys a few reasons why I like this game specifically. I mean, I know I bet Houston all the time, but for one, like I mentioned, the Cougars, they're at home over the past few years. That's where they've been the most dominant. Troy, their team that just turns the ball over. I think they're, one of the lowest five or bottom five teams as far as turnovers go. And we know what's the right word? Ferocious? I don't know what the right word is. How crazy this Houston defense is. Like they get after people. And if you have a habit of turning the ball over, that's what they force you to do. They're 28th in turnover rate for their opponents. Troy, a team that's not good shooting the three, not good defending the three, going up against Houston, who's the third best 3-point shooting team. So if they're turning them over, getting easy baskets, hitting these threes because they can't defend the three, how is Troy supposed to keep up? This is going to be the best team Troy's played all year. And we know the reason we like to get in and get out, or one reason we like to get in and get out, is because it takes teams time to adjust to this defense. And I think that's exactly for what we'll see for Troy. So Houston, the first half margins are just crazy. I think at home, what does it say here? They allow only 18.5 first half points per game. And I think they're scoring like 44 or somewhere around that, 44 point something. So we want to get in and get out. They're not the greatest free throw shooting team. The second half, they don't, for some reason, they take their foot off the gas a lot of times. So I think the first half is the best way to go personally. I took them over minus 14 and a half. Let's see. Anything you guys want to say about that? Tenacious, frenetic. Yeah, I'll go with any of those. That they play that Yates High School defense, Christopher Chapman says. I like it. Whatever kind of defense it is, that's what I like. That's that shit I like right there. See a couple more comments. Daryl says, "Can you talk about Houston?" Um, yeah, hit me up, carry on. Hit me up in a DM or something. You gotta find or yeah, find. Let me know in the comments after the show that where to hit you up or hit me up or something. Um, Daryl says, "I like that Houston spot." Well, I did talk about him now. Anything else? What about first half over 71 points? A while after that Auburn game, um, I don't know why I'm blanking out now, but the coach for Houston, why can't I think of his name? Oh, Sampson, Kelvin Sampson. He was saying that he wanted them to play faster, and they were going over the number like in the first half, but then it fell off, and they just started to play slow again. So between that and the defense, I know they play. I'm kind of skeptical as far as taking overs. I've never lived in H Town. I've never. I just happen to, I like the teams over there, and I've been there a lot. I have a sister who lives in Dallas, actually. Um, yeah, I've been all over Texas, really, but I like the Cougars. I've been to watch them play the Elite Eight, Sweet 16, et cetera, et cetera. My teams in college basketball are UCLA and Houston. College football, my team is the Longhorns. I like what I like, man. It is what it is. Other than that, it's pretty much everything LA. Um, Appreciate you, Dave. Remind everybody to hit the like button. Mute off. What's good with you? Somebody did mention, and I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it up. They mentioned it was in Cornell. Yeah, Cornell in California. Um, Off the top of my head, what I was thinking about in that game was, and I gotta remind myself. I think it was Cornell I was watching. I'm gonna go back and check actually. Yeah, I think actually I don't want to hold up the show, but I'm pretty sure it was Cornell I was watching, and it was like they was playing good. They was sharing the ball. I think they got one player who's actually really really good too. I forgot name starts with a D, but anyway, they were sharing the ball really well, and they weren't turning it over. And I just I like when teams get a lot of sharing the ball and playing the right way and not turning the ball over. That's just what I like. That's a sign of a team playing well. So that had me wanting to look towards Cornell. And then the total, I just feel like it is a really high total at 167 and a half. California, I think, has went over that a couple games in a row. but it just takes one little slight drought. So I didn't like them enough to actually play that game. I didn't finish doing my research for that game. Um, but my leans were Cornell and the under for whoever said that in the chat. Munoz says Cornell first half overs are a cash cow. See, that's probably why it is high. So maybe if first half over is the way to go, maybe you might want to wait if you like under like myself for a second half number. Nathan says he likes the Cougars too. We definitely did Star Child. The last one I cannot share just because it's not fair. For when people uh buy stuff and then for me to give it out for free all the time. Sometimes, every now and then I will, but this is not one of those days when I can do that. So best bedtime. Oh my bad. It's been a while since I did a show. So before best bet, actually, do want to shout out my guy, and there we go. The Money Baller, my guy Ronald Cabang, is his website right there. I use it pretty much every day. It's an easy way to look at all the stats you need to cap the games, whether it's the trends or last five, whatever. Um, Situational stuff, scheduling stuff. It shows everything for you there, and it's all color coded, so it's easy to see. And you see the different sports here, all the professional sports right there, minus hockey. So I use it every single day. If you want to check it out, there is the link to the website in the description to this video. Use promo code Skee, and with that link, and you'll get 50% off your first month. Gives you a chance to check it out. And if you don't like it, at least you got a discount to try it. But it's good information if you do handicap every single day. Next up, I have to go with, I'm actually going to go with Wager Talk because they did something for me here. I know I don't put stuff up too often, but all of my work is at wagertalk.com if you guys are interested. And pretty much the NBA season package is $5.95 right now, and they're saying you can buy that and get college basketball for only $1. So I have started to put more college basketball out. Like I said, I've won 7 in a row. I think I'm 16-9 so far in the season. Um, but yeah, I think it's a good deal. So if you would like to get my NBA and college basketball, you can find it over at wagertalk.com. And I do have my $5 Tuesday play in the college basketball or in college basketball today. And it's not Houston because I already gave that. I did play Houston though. So last but not least, let me see if I can do this here. Man, this is starting to get to. There we go. Here we go. Boom. Splash Sports. So there's a few different things about Splash Sports that I'm going to say. Number one, I think it's good for quick picks because it's not you playing against a house, it's you playing against other people. And that is good because you don't have to win all your picks to get paid. For example, if you had a 4 pick and you won 3 out of 4, nobody else beat you, you're going to get paid. It's that simple. And on a 4 pick, I think the DFS multiplier is 12 to 1. So that's better than other places in the game. And if you would like to check it out or you'd like to be involved, use promo code profit when you do. That way, when you play $100, you'll get $50. And I think they give it to you in increments. For example, if you play a contest for $20, you see an extra $10 in your account. So use promo code profit when you do. And I also want to shout out that I am going to start doing tier contest, which is like daily fantasy contests. And until we start to get enough people consistently, I'm gonna make it winner take all. So I made a contest for today for the cup games. The link to the contest is in the description to this video. And pretty much you just pick 4 players from the slate, and whoever has the most fantasy points at the end of the day is going to get paid. Today's contest is a 25 people max, so you guys can do the math. First place will get winner take all. You know what I'm saying? And if we start to get more people, then I'll make more places get paid. But check it out if you're interested in the link to the description. In my Splash Sports play of the day, which is also, let me put that up there, also going to be my best bet. We're going with Isaiah Hardenstein over 15 and a half rebounds and assists. I told you guys why earlier. Um, My bad. Let me yeah, I told you guys why earlier. He averages 17.3 points per game. I mean, I'm sorry, rebounds and assists per game so far this season. He's gone over the 15 and a half number, 5 of his last 6, 6 of his last 8. And like I mentioned, the two that he didn't were one because he was in foul trouble, and the other because they were blowing the team out by 30 and he did not get the minutes. In a game like tonight, that's supposed to be a close contest, a game where they have two bigs for Dallas, they're going to need Isaiah's minutes. And as long as he's getting those minutes, he's going to perform. So Isaiah Hardenstein over 15 and a half rebounds and assists is my splash sports pick of the day, my best bet of the day, whichever way you prefer to call it. And appreciate you guys. Appreciate all you guys in the chat for rocking with me. Show is nothing without the chat. I wouldn't, you guys are why I do this show. I just really love interacting with you guys and a lot of great information and cappers out there that help me too. So I'll be on Wager Talk, I think at 12:30. And then right after that, I'll be here on this channel with my guys, Wham Bam, Dutch, and Babano. We'll all share the way that we feel about the 2 cup games for tonight. So I'll catch you guys then. Peace.